Hey guys, welcome to Bloodlines. I'm Olvaar, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get your arm back if you were unfortunate enough to get it stolen by another player. And I'll show you the easiest way to get a Sauna Leaf because it's honestly a lot easier than most people seem to think. If you're new to the game, make sure you check out my beginner's guide. I'll leave a link down below. So I want to quickly explain what losing an arm in Bloodlines entails and how it happens. There's an item called the Scalpel, which you can find from corrupted points and as part of boss room rewards. It allows you to steal the arm of another player if you use it on them while they're not. This extraction process can fail, and if it does, that person won't be able to lose their arm through this method until the next time they age up. And players with Arc Romo's Blessing can have their arm stolen. When you're missing an arm, you will cast hand signs much more slowly. Even your Master Jutsu will require hand signs to cast. Skills like Kirin that only need one arm to cast are unaffected. You also won't be able to vault. Needless to say, missing an arm is a big deal in this game. Senju players can regrow their arm after they age up, provided they unlock Wood Style and completed a questline which I explained in a separate video. And Haruno players have an ability called Limb Blossom that allows them to regrow the arm of other players. But there's other ways to get your arm back that don't involve having or knowing someone from a specific bloodline. The first method I'm going to explain is pretty straightforward. All you need to do is find a scalpel, which you can find in corrupted points and boss rooms, and you're going to want to steal the arm of someone else. Once you have that, you want to follow this path, starting from training grounds to implant the new arm. Be extra careful not to fall into the void here because you only have one arm, and like I mentioned, you can't vault right now. You'll need 500 Rio and around 6 Sin so you can talk to the NPC that will do the procedure. So make sure you have that too before you head here. And this is where you can find Kabuto. You can reimplant your own arm if you still have it for some reason, it doesn't have to be someone else's. Just click on the second dialogue option while holding out the arm you want to implant. If you're going to go this route, I recommend you implant a Senju arm if you can. So for the second method, you're going to need the Pickpocket skill. Let me quickly explain how to get it. First, you're going to need around 12 Sin so you can start a quest. If you don't have enough Sin, the NPC will refuse to talk to you. I recommend you get this Sin by stealing relics. You can find one at Bio Bay. You're going to need this relic specifically for the quest, so you might as well get this now. Every time you steal one of these relics, you'll get a bit of Sin and NPCs will spawn and attack you, but they're not too difficult even if you're missing an arm. There's also one at Fort Mellow right behind the sword statue. And there's another relic you can steal near Arctic Cove if you follow this path. Each of these gives 3 Sins, so if you steal 4 of them, you should be good. Once you have that, you want to head to the Expanse. There's an NPC nearby called the Exiled Kunoichi. Basically, if you talk to her, there's a chance that she will either double your Rio or steal all of it. It's way more likely that she will steal your Rio, so what you want to do is drop all of your Rio except 10, and talk to her until she steals it. You want to repeat this process a few times. She'll go to different locations every time she steals your Rio. You can find her at Passageway by following this path. And also near Windy Plains 2 by climbing up these stairs. After you get your Rio stolen 5 times, a third dialogue option called My Money will appear. Click on it to start the quest. Basically, all you have to do is hand in a Bio Relic. If you've been following the guide so far, you should already have it. Just talk to her again to complete the quest. You'll get the Pickpocket skill, which allows you to steal Rio from other players. For this second method, you're going to need to get some items first. You can find them all at Bio Bay, and it shouldn't take you that long. Open this door here by pressing E. You want to purchase a torch for 25 Rio, just make sure you don't light it though. Then just follow this path because there's something else we need to purchase here. You can purchase chakra bones from the Cunning Collector for 15 Rio each. I recommend you get at least 2, but you can buy as many as you want. Then you want to head to the Ascent Chakra Point. There's usually a faster way of getting to where we're going, but I'm assuming you're missing an arm and it's a bit tricky to use the shortcut without 2 arms. So I'll show you the long way around. It doesn't really take that long either way. You want to enter this area. Just follow the path and keep moving forward. There's a lot of turns, but you can't really get lost here. There's only a single path you can take. By the way, if you don't know how to get to the Ascent Chakra Point, there's a link down below to a playlist, and there's a video there with all Chakra Point locations, so check that other video out if you need. Anyway, eventually you'll find a small tunnel here. You want to head inside. Once you're here, you want to light the torch with the Amaterasu flame. You can head back the same way you got here, but I recommend you use one of the 2 chakra bones you purchased to go back to the ascent as quickly as possible. From here, you want to head to the wooden golem boss room by following this path. And yeah, just use the torch to burn the gate. So what you need to do is pickpocket the wooden golem boss. He has a Sauna Leaf behind him, which you should target. Unfortunately, you do need to start the fight. If you try using pickpocket on the Sauna Leaf before the fight starts, you won't be able to get it. Anyway, just hit him to wake him up and start the fight. He's perfectly soloable as you'll see, but if you're a new player, you might struggle a bit, so maybe get someone to help you out with this fight. Or just show them this video so they can get the Sauna Leaf for you. Let's go over his attacks real quick. He does a punch attack, which you can perfect block. A ground-based stomp attack, which you can jump over. You can perfect block his long-range wooden dragon attack with proper timing. If you perfect block him enough times, he'll get knocked for a few seconds. If you're fighting him alone, this is your chance to try to pickpocket him, but it doesn't always work. You can avoid his wooden roots attack by jumping over it too. And you can perfect block his wooden spire attack too. Once you master the timings, this becomes a really easy fight. Anyway, just perfect block him as much as you can during the fight. And when he's stunned, get behind him and try using Pickpocket on the Sauna Leaf. Like I said, it won't always work. I think it's chance based to some extent. But you can keep trying during the fight as much as you want. Eventually you will get it though. You can tell when it works because he won't have the Sauna Leaf anymore. Now you can just go ahead and defeat the wooden golem if you want, but personally I would just try to get my arm healed as quickly as possible. To do this, just get him stunned again while you're out of combat and use the chakra bone to get out of the boss room. And yeah, it's that easy to get. You can basically get a Sauna Leaf every single time you fight the wooden golem. I know that some people that were trading this item often were gatekeeping this information, so hopefully this knowledge drives the trading value of this item down because it's not supposed to be rare at all. Once you've done all of this, head to Twin Peaks and follow this path because you're ready for the last step. You can finally head to the sauna. It's a bit hidden, but it's a very short distance away from this chakra point. Just make sure you have 1,000 Rio because you're going to need it. If you can't manage to get that amount, get a Haruno player to help you out. It shouldn't be too difficult if you have the Sauna Leaf with you already. It's right here, just head down these stairs. Hand in the Sauna Leaf to the Sauna Keeper and jump in. Just wait for a few seconds in this spot, make sure you don't move. And yeah, congrats on having an above average amount of arms again. That's all for now, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.